Hello everyone, so today I'm gonna review a book called I Can't Make This Up, Life Lessons by Kevin Hart. So I read this book online and returned it early. That's why I'm just using this image off of Goodreads, because at first I didn't want to do a film a book review, but then I was like, no, this book was really good. I have to talk about this. So here I am filming a book review. So before reading this book, I always wondered how Kevin Hart was able to juggle all these professions. Like, he's an actor and comedian. I think he owns some businesses, and I think one year he like filmed 3 movies that came out that he was part of or something like that. But like, it's something ridiculous like that, and I was like, how does he have time to do that? How does he manage to do all that? And I was always like fascinated. So when I finally found this book, I had those thoughts in my head. I was like, okay, so how did he start? Because I really don't know the story behind him. I just know him as a comedian and an actor. When he was young, his mom mostly took care of him, and his dad was barely in the picture. Was sometimes, but not as much as his mom. She always kept him busy. He always did sports, and after sports, straight home, nothing else. Well, okay, there's one point where someone had to take care of him, and then when his mom was done, she would pick him up and go straight home. So he was always busy. So that's why he has mentality to always do stuff. So when he graduated, he worked at this shoe place. His main goal was to like be at the top. He's like to work as hard as possible to be at the top. But one day he and his co-workers were talking, and one of them commented saying, hey, you should be a comedian. And he's like, oh, hey, how can I start that? And she said, there's a comedy show where you can try it. And so that's how it all started. That's how he started loving this. But his fame didn't come easy. There's a lot of times where he struggled, and one page it said like someone threw chicken at him, and I was like, that sucks. And there's several times where people booed, but he kept like working hard, and even when he thought he made his big break, there was several times where for example, he auditioned for several things, never got it. He filmed for several movies, they never made him like an A-list celebrity. He also like talked to one of the producers so a show can be made, but that never happened. So there's so many. He was almost close, but something happened. He was almost close, but something happened. Something always happened, but the thing is, he never gave up. Going back a little bit, when he was working as a comedian, his main focus was being a comedian, and he found a manager who, like, they basically handshook a deal of them working together, no contract or anything. And so the manager got him auditions, but he mainly focused on his comedy shows. In this book, what it basically talks about is that he kept working, even though there's so many failures, he kept working, and every time there was not an opportunity, he would say yes. There's a few times he did say no, but that was because his manager would be like, no, you're not ready for that. One of his first mentors, his name is Keith Robinson. He also helped him out a lot in starting off as a comedian. At first, his name was like, was it Kevin something? I'll put it right here. But Keith was like, yeah, no, do you know anyone famous who has a nickname like that? Any comedians? And he couldn't think of anything, so Keith made him change his name to Kevin Hart, his name. And that's really good because, you know, now that he's huge and successful, everyone knows him, you know? And how he managed his career, comedy career, is that he had a team behind him. They would pass out papers to promote his shows, and I really do appreciate his work ethic. He's very determined, and he's always positive as well. And he's humble too. Like, I've seen in like interviews, he's like very humble and like appreciative, and it hasn't gone through his head. That's why I feel like I look up to him because of those stuff. Oof, no. And even through all this, he had his like personal life, that he was dating someone and things were very rocky, but he still kept working to achieve his end goal. And then he had 2 kids, and a little bit hard, but he still found a way to balance all of this stuff, like his work and his family life. I strongly recommend you guys reading this book if you guys want to feel inspired. Personally, I feel like I can do anything now. Like, what I got from this book is that you have to focus on one thing and everything else starts to open. Just have tunnel vision with this thing that you want. I feel like it's a really inspirational book. I strongly recommend this book. It's an easy read. I read it like this. There was never a moment where I was like zoning out. I don't know, every chapter it felt like he had something to say. And side note, the titles of the chapters were really funny. They weren't really titles, he was just really commenting basic kind of, sort of. I'm sorry that this video is a little bit scattered. I just really wanted to film this video because I really want you guys to read this book. And if you guys don't want to purchase it, you can rent it as well. You can rent it online through an app or rent it at the local library. So I hope I covered everything. If I didn't, I don't know, I'll leave in the comments down below or something like that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this book review. And if you like this types of videos, please like it and subscribe for more of these types of content. And if you have any recommendations of what videos I should film next, leave it in the comments down below. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone.